Hey, welcome back. Reading the Bible with Loke. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. No, it's not always easy. It's not always easy to. Well, it's not really work to get on here and read here, but some days I feel tired just from everyday stuff, and like I'll be like, yo, it'll be good if I skip a day. But it's crazy. I didn't really start feeling this way until about like 90. Like when I was doing 120, 30, like I was running through it. I was like, man, this ain't nothing. I might pop about two or three a day. But now that I'm at like a buck, I'll be like, all right, man, I'm gonna get it in tomorrow. Oh, I'm gonna do two a day. All right, Job. We are still reading in the Amplified Bible. Job 18. Bildad got something to say. How long will you hunt for words and continue these speeches? Do some clear thinking and show understanding, and then we can talk. Why are we regarded as beasts as if we are stupid, senseless in your eyes? You who tear yourself apart in anger, is the earth to be abandoned for your sake, or the rock to be removed of its place? Indeed, the light of the wicked will be put out, and the flame of his fire will not shine. The light will be dark in his tent, and his lamp beside him will be put out. Sounds like torture as a kid. The vigorous stride will be shortened, and his own counsel and the scheme in which he trusted will bring his downfall. I say that now because I like it like dark when I sleep, but as a kid, I was just like, let me get a night light, leave the door open. Now I kind of like it dark, dark. For the wicked is thrown into a net by his own feet. Wickedness, and he steps on the webbing of the lattice covered pit. A snare catches him by the heel, and the trap snaps shut on him. A noose is hidden for him on the ground, and a trap for him on the path. Terrors frighten him on every side and chase at his heels. The strength of the wicked is famished and weakened, and disaster is at his side if he stops. His skin is devoured by disease. The firstborn of death consumes his limbs. He is torn from his tent with which he trusted for safety, and he is marched and brought to the king of terrors. Nothing of his dwells in his tent. Brimstone, burning sulfur is scattered all over his dwelling to purify it. The roots of the wicked are dried up below, and above his branches cut off and withers. Memory of him perishes from the earth, and he has no name on the street. They had names on the street back then. Get out of here. We found out y'all had an MLK back then. He is driven and propelled from light into darkness and chased from the inhabited world. He has no offspring or prosperity among his people, nor any survivor where oh, I know how to say that word, but can't. Right now. Those in the west are astonished and appalled at his fate, and those in the east are seized with horror. Surely such are the dwellings of the wicked and the ungodly, and such is the place of him who does not know or recognize or honor God. Bildad. All right. Here go Job. How long will you torment and exasperate me and crush me with words? These 10 times you have insulted me, you are not ashamed to wrong me and harden your hearts against me. And if it were true that I have erred, that I made a mistake, my error will remain with me, and I will be conscious of it. If indeed You brag, vaunt, and magnify yourselves over me, and prove my disgrace to me. Know then that God has wronged me and overthrown me and has closed his net around me. Behold, I cry out violence, but I am not heard. I shout for help, but there is no justice. He has walled up my way so that I cannot pass. He has set darkness upon my path. He has stripped me of my honor and removed the crown from my head. He breaks me down on every side, and I am gone. He has uprooted me like a tree. He has also kindled his wrath like a fire against me, and he considers and counts me as one of his adversaries. His troops come together, they build up their way, and siege works against me and camp around my tent. He has put my brothers far from me, and my acquaintances are completely estranged from me. My relatives have failed me, and my intimate friends have forgotten me. Those who live temporarily in my house and my maids consider me a stranger. I am a foreigner in their sight. I call to my servant, but he does not answer. I have to implore him with words. Dang, you gotta ask him. It's cold. I mean, you would kind of ask instead of implore. There's another definition, but I get it. My breath is repulsive to my wife. That's the only second time I heard about her since she said that all that woody woo. And I am loathsome to my own brothers. Even young children despise me. When I get up, they speak against me. All the men of my council hate me. These I love have turned against me. My bone clings to my skin and to my flesh, and I have escaped death by the skin of my teeth. That's real. Have pity on me, have pity on me. Oh, you my friends, for the hand of God has touched me. Why do you persecute me as God does? Oh, that the words I now speak were written. Oh, that they were recorded in a scroll. That just makes me think of the prophet Juvenile. You ain't seen the scene, huh? You ain't seen the gene, huh? That was a hard record when it came out. I think about that before I think about when you turning about the last year, the pants year. I think about that Han record. Cause I remember Jay-Z got on that record. There were a lot of artists that got on that record on mixtapes. Alright, so Job gets his Juvenile on. That with an iron stylus and molten lead, they were engraved in the rock forever. Shout out to that Palm Pilot with that stylus. That was crazy. I could never afford the expensive one. I had to get the little small trail joint. This one is like $99. For I know that my Redeemer and Vindicator lives, and at last he will take his stand upon the earth. Even after my mortal skin is destroyed by death, yet from immortal flesh I will see God, whom even I will see for myself, and my eyes will see him and not another. My heart faints within me. If you say, how shall we continue to persecute him? And what pretext for a case against him can we find, since we claim the root of these afflictions is found in him? Then beware and be afraid of the sword of divine vengeance for yourselves, for wrathful are the punishments of that sword, so that you may know there is judgment. I mean, I feel like you can just ask him to leave at this point, Job. Right? Like, yo, y'all mind leaving? I don't feel like being bothered. I appreciate y'all. First of all, did anybody bring a plate? Soup, something? I don't know. Appreciate you, hey, man. Hold me, lift me up in prayer, man. Appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, it's taking a while to load, and we almost at our limit. So we'll start back at 20th and the next time reading the Bible low. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time.